sermon that I want to give today is about two types of people. The people that will improve and the people that will fall lower or not improve. And these two different people have very specific characteristics. Now, back in the Buddha's age, the Buddha's day, there were two young men named Kolita and Upatissa. They were more famously known by their later names when they were monks, such as Sariputta and Moggallana. Now, in this story, what happened was these two young men were rich young men. So they lived a life of luxury, had fun, they traveled, they partied, they had a lot of fun. But at one point in their lives, they decided to go try to find a higher path, a path of higher learning. So they went out and they searched for the most famous teacher in their area, which was a gentleman named Sanchaya. They practiced with him for a while until they mastered his craft. They became the masters of what he taught, which was the technique of denial. Let's just deny everything. Nothing exists, nothing is real, you can't believe anything. And so they mastered it. And after they mastered it, they asked the teacher, Sanchaya, what else is there? We've mastered your craft, but we are not yet enlightened. What else is there? So he said, there's nothing else. That's all we have. I promote you to the level of high teacher. Let us just teach other people this technique. Now this is the important point. These two young men, once they realized that this path that they were taking leads no further, but they were not at their destination, they made a very hard decision, which was to leave their teacher. They each left quietly, so not to make a big deal or make the teacher hurt, out of respect for the teacher, and searched for a better way. Well, in the end, one of the young men met a monk who was an enlightened monk who taught him the truth. He became a Sotapanna, which is the first level of enlightenment. He went back, found his friend, taught his friend what the monk taught him. His friend became a Sotapanna. So they are both now enlightened. They want to go bow to the Buddha because they know a Buddha is real and the Buddha is in the world. They know what his teachings are and they want to go pay their respects. But this is a second point that's very important, which is you never forget the people that have done good for you, even if they are not proper, not smart. They went back to their teacher first and said, Teacher, Sanchaya, we have now realized that there's a Buddha in the world. We know that there's the right way and we found it. We want you to come with us to all of us become students of the Buddha. Sanchaya said, no, I can't go. I've been a teacher for so long that I can't be a student of anyone. I'm not used to it. I couldn't adjust. And they said, don't say that. Do you know how hard it is to find a Buddha in this world? Do you know how long before one comes and the probability of you getting to meet one? He's here. We have the chance. He's not that far away. Let's go. Sanchaya said no. They argued for a while until Sanchaya said this final word. He said, are there more fools or wise men in this world? The two young men answered, of course, teacher, there are more fools than wise men. And Sanchaya said, famously, then thereby let your Buddha be the teacher of the wise. I will stay here and teach the foolish. This all comes down to one simple thing, which is pride. He had so much pride in who he was, in what he has and what he's done, he couldn't let go of it. Therefore, even though there was something better in front of him, which he knew what a Buddha meant, he knew what was there, but he couldn't go because he could not let go of his own pride. Now these are the two qualities of people who will always improve, and the two qualities of people who will never improve. When you know something is good, you must go towards it. When you know something is bad, you must go away from it. This is what Kolita, Moggallana, Sariputta, Upatissa showed us. This is what the Buddha did. This is what his students did. But this is what Sanchaya did not do. He knew it was good, but would not go due to his own pride. The second thing is, the Buddha did this. So did his followers. You never forget your teachers. The people who helped you, raise you, your parents, your teachers, or anyone who's done kindness for you, you don't forget. People who forget kindness tend not to get any more kindness. But people who don't forget kindness, repay kindness with kindness, these people will always improve. So it's our choice what we want to do, whether we want to improve or whether we want to fall low. It's up to us. The two personality traits are knowing what is good and going towards it, and never forgetting where you came from. These are two types of personalities that will lead us to improvement. to betterment, to success. If you don't follow them, they'll lead you to the wrong way. It's our choice. So I hope that we make the right choice.